Hey there, Jack. Gentleman Jack. I am actually just posting to TikTok real quick. I just finished recording. Hey there, panel. So I'm just kind of killing two birds. You've been waiting forever. I literally just got off TikTok like 30 minutes ago. Oh, they're actually talking about... Well, I can't turn it on because somebody said I can't stream. Bryan Inton, I don't think, ever sleeps. But y'all let me know what y'all want to talk about. I'm just kind of getting ready to post this video. And I'll probably post it up here too. And then you will have my undivided attention. You just found me tonight? Oh, well, thank you. I know you were just kidding. I was just kidding back. All right, uploading to TikTok. Also, I'm watching through live myself through one of my friends what is going on with our Speaker of the House situation. Bryan Inton is hosting this Sunday special. That's awesome. So what do y'all want to talk about now that we're on here? It's more chill. We're not stretched for time. We can do whatever y'all want. We can talk about more of Papa Rogers. We can talk about... yeah, I was getting ready to watch Banfield, and I was told not to do it on here. So we watch Banfield, and then... and I reached the goal of over 1,000, so I'm really stoked about that. And yeah, so Banfield's over. I had to record tonight's update video, which is slowly uploading because TikTok. And I figured I'd come on. I told the people on TikTok that I'd be on for a little bit tonight. I have this thrown up here still about the footprint in the kitchen and the thing. Well, we're going to talk... Okay, Mackenzie, we can talk about Papa Rogers in a second. Hey there. Thank you for coming back over. I think McCarthy might actually get the votes he needs this time. It's 15th time might be the charm. So, anyways. I'm going to upload this video on YouTube real quick while I'm talking. You guys are going to have my undivided attention here in just momentarily. What is the issue you have on the case? Talking about motives. Do you hear about the law office that's on fire in Moscow? No, I did not hear about that. I've seen somebody talk about fire, but I did not know that. Let me see if I can pull something up on that. I don't want to close any of those out. Yeah, there... Oh, no, hold on. Vehicle. Let me go back. How old is this? No, I don't see anything on the news, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. All right. Let me see. You need like... I know, I well, 4,000 watch hours. I need a ton. Probably a little bit less, but... No, I haven't... I'm sure it's real. And I'm sure it's a real... Like, I mean, I totally believe that it's real. I'm not doubting it at all. The bar stools were placed on the door, and almost to make it so the door couldn't be open. You did... Hey, Tammy! Sorry, I'm like trying to do 3 things at once. So, sorry about that. Give me 1 second here, and I will... Again, y'all are close to having my undivided attention. I promise. And we'll get into some really interesting stuff here. I have to get all this stuff uploaded while I can. Before I come back in the morning to look for the sheath and put them there and leave the front door open. Okay, so that's a great question, I think. And I know you want, so we'll start with yours first. So we don't know why he came back officially. My guess, though, is not to look for the sheath. He chooses the late night dark hours for a reason. So I don't think he's going to go in there and just at 9 something in the morning when people could easily be up look for a sheath. We're going to come back to Papa Rogers in a minute. I promise you, Emma. We will. I think that he came back to see what type of chaos might have been, whether there were police there or anything had happened, basically to see the aftermath of the damage that he's done. I don't think he was there to go back in. Leaving the front door open, I don't know. The front door was open, they say, when the police got there. I guess we don't know for sure, but we also know, based on what was said on Banfield tonight, that the roommates ran out the front door and were in the yard hyperventilating, etc. So maybe that was why the front door was open. I wonder. Is all. So like I said, I'm trying to upload a couple things, so give me 1 second and I'm gonna give you again. Trying to grow this social media stuff is very time consuming, guys. I'm not saying that in a bad thing. I'm so appreciative. But it's just trying to get all this stuff done. Does it seem like he left the sheath intentionally next to someone on the bed seam stage? I don't know. I can't think of why, unless he just really wanted to be caught, why he would make some of the mistakes he did, like especially if he did it on purpose. I could imagine if this was his first time, he was probably very nervous, a lot of adrenaline. But again, this is just me purely speculating. I'm going to come back to your stools in about 2 seconds here. Let me just go to do one more, and then I'm done. I promise. Put that there. Oh, I can't do it on Twitter, so there you go. Actually, I am done. There we go. All right. So, yeah. I think you want to see if there's a police presence. The stools thing is weird, okay? Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, you almost wonder if after Dylan saw him before she went back in her room, she went and put the stools there as kind of a protection. I don't know. Do we know the footprint position or speculation or fact? If the footprint position or speculation or fact. All right, so let me go back to a couple of these, and I'm going to come back to all of these. I'll do the easy ones first, or the shorter answers first before we get into things like Papa Rogers. Okay, we'll talk. If anyone wants to know about Papa Rogers, we'll talk about it. Dylan saw him walk to the door, and she locked herself in the room. I think he was curious. Yep, I agree. See if they found anything. See if a lot of y'all are agreeing on that. Yeah, leaving the sheath intentionally, I don't know. It's weird, right? We're talking about the stools. We'll talk a little bit more about the stools in a second. Okay, do we know if we'll come back to the footprint in about 2 seconds? But was it the first time? Curious minds want to know. Like his first time killing Christy? If so, I think it was. If they didn't find the sheath in his DNA, does he get away with it? I don't know. I don't know what other information that they have. So that's hard to say because just because what we see in the affidavit doesn't mean that that's all that there is. There's I guarantee you significantly more. Tammy's like, I've been frozen in fear before, literally can't move or speak. My head was screaming. Yeah. Okay, so the stools. We're talking about the stools again. I'm gonna go back to Insta real quick after we do this. So I'll talk about the stools while I do the Insta. I'll try to do two things at once and see if I can keep my ADD on track. So I almost wonder if the stools were put there by Dylan at some point as like a protection thing. Like you would think that would have been in the statement. I don't really know. It is odd. I will give you that. I don't really have a good answer for you on that either. It's strange, especially if he walked right out that door. Let me check my messages on YouTube. Okay, under my requests, I have Haley's. Let me accept hers. She got primary. My primary. I don't have. That's what I'm saying. Instagram is being really weird on messages tonight. I'm not getting a lot of them. If you want to send it to my email, you can do that. It's Justin Justins. I'll put it in the chat. Actually, makes me sign into chat. Let me see if I can sign into the chat without it signing me out. Is this it? Can I do that? Okay. Here's my email address if you want to send me something. I'll type it in the chat because it's not working and I can get it pulled up. There we go. Cool. So, Um, it's on Tori Preslin though. Yeah, I'm not seeing it still on Tori Preslin though. I'm not seeing. It's just being weird. I'm telling you. It's like a lot of people are sitting stuff, and I'm just not getting it. But I would love to see, and I will even throw it up here. Um, Possibility that if she was brave or worried, why wouldn't she have called 911? I don't know. You know what? Your questions are really valid and they're really good, and I don't know. It's weird, and I can't say that it's not weird. Yes, Crady, we are live. No, I did check my message requests. All right, so I want to go back before we get to Papa Rogers and answer the question on the footprint. Where was it? So I'm going back and trying to find it. Down at the bar stools. Okay, well, I don't know where the footprint question is. I have lost it, but I know what it was. There it is. Danielle asked it. Do we know if the footprint position or speculation or fact? I don't know with 100% certainty, but here is the house. And here, if you notice, you probably can't see, but on the left-hand side over here, near the arrow, you can see that little footprint, right? I'm assuming, based on how this was put together, that that's the direction the footprint went. And so if we go a little bit further in here, I just have to click here. Let me scroll out a little bit. There we go. So the footprint then is there, okay? So the stairs are here. Okay, let me see if I can turn it this way. A little easier. All right. So you see where the footprint is. I'm gonna just whatever here because it's making it not very easy for me to do what I want. But this right here, the room that I'm facing right now, there's the living room on this side here. The room that I'm facing with the open door, that is Dylan's room. The stairs on the right are the stairs that lead up to Maddie and Kaylee's room, and then coming around here is the kitchen where the sliding glass door is. So if the footprint they put here, latent footprint, okay, is accurate, which means it went out this door. It either came from the stairs and went left, but if it looks at it from that way, then it could have also came from Xana's room, which is, we go back into the hallway, okay? So you see where we are, so you know, for a position purpose. Here's your living room, right? So from the hallway here, those are the stairs leading up to the bedrooms. Xana's room's on the left. And down here, down this hall, we're gonna go down this hall here, this passageway as they put it, go into bedroom 2B. This is Xana's room. I just want to see what that did. There's information. So affidavit of events, here's what we're saying for this. Xana and Ethan were found in this room. Okay, bedroom 2B. There's the actual picture of the bedroom in real life. So this is where they were. And right below this bedroom is Dylan's room. Okay. So what questions do we have on that? Does that make sense to everybody? The table in the photo is blood, apparently from Xana's room, and it's bloody, so I believe it. Then I believe it. I totally believe it too. Here's the thought I have on the sheath and BK not seeing Dylan. He took the knife out while going upstairs, put the sheath in front of his pocket of his hoodie, and it fell out during the struggle upstairs. That's a good theory. It's a good theory. Do we know if they had code locks on the doors or not? We do not, Danielle. That's a great question. So we know Maddie and Kaylee were hurt first for sure. Emma, no, we don't. I think that they were, though. I mean, nothing's been confirmed. Let me try to get myself back in the camera. There you go. Nothing's been confirmed, but I think so. I think that makes the most logical sense when we go through the house. Let me scroll out of this. I'll show you. Because what it says here, let's leave the bedroom here. Let's go back to the living room. Okay, so down here, down these stairs is where Bethany's room is, and where I'll just take y'all down there. Okay, so utility room. There's one bedroom down here. That's Bethany's room. You have your utility closet. Let's just go down. We can just go down the halls. Forget it. Let's go. We have a utility room here. Okay, right? And you turn around looking. There is your bedroom, 1B. Let me go here. Bedroom 1B. There's your coat hooks, and there is your front shower toilet. Where's the front door? I think this is the front. Yeah, here it is. This is the front. This is the front door. Okay, so this is what you look at when you go out the front door. This is the front of the house, right? So we'll go back in the house. This is where you can enter from that front door. You only have one bedroom down here, which is Bethany's. You go up the stairs, okay, which is where all the victims were, right? So we know right behind where that couch is, that's Dylan's room, and we know if we turn down here, down this little hallway with the quarter wall, half wall, that is Xana's room where Ethan and Xana were. So then to go to the other rooms, you come up here. Okay, again, we have the footprints right there. Dylan's room's right there, which means that no matter which way he came, because we know he exited this door in the kitchen, the one that's got the red question mark, right? We know that and right here, we know that that's where he exited, right? So no matter what, whether he came down the stairs and made a left, or he came down from the left here, now that we're looking at the left here, came around, he was inches from her if she had that door open. Just inches. And then he walked right out the front door. But my guess is logically, let's go upstairs. Turn the corner. Because remember, she heard noise coming from upstairs first, right? So, let's go in here. I think this was Maddie's room. I could be wrong. Yes, this is Maddie's room. So this right here is where the sheath was found, okay? This is Maddie's room. This is where both Kaylee and Maddie were found, all right? Sorry, there we go. Let's go out here. And then across the hall, here, I'm back in Master's room because I'm turned around. Hold on. Sorry, bear with me. Turned around here. So I think this must be Kaylee's room then. There we go. So this was Kaylee's room. And Murphy the dog was in this room, in Kaylee's room, when everything was happening. Okay? So she had to pass by that door quite a bit. So I think, again, this is just my speculation. Please don't take this as fact, okay? I'm going to turn around, go back to the hallway. I'm going to go back down to the stairs. Okay, I'm going to go right here. No, I'm not. I'm going to go down here. Go back down to the floor, too. Okay. So I'm going to scroll out here. All right, I'm going to go into the kitchen. Okay. So he's exiting from this place. And supposedly, according to this, if you read it, it said it's confirmed entry and exit point. Okay? It's confirmed. So that means her bedroom's right there, footprints right there. He walked out this way. She said the first time she opened the door, she heard noises upstairs and thought when she heard Kaylee say something. Then later she heard crying coming from Xana's room and, saying, I'm here to help you. That all came from there. So my thought process is he went up the stairs first, killed Kaylee and Maddie, then came around, went down the hall, killed Xana and Ethan, and then hightailed his ass out this door. That's what I think. I think that the dog was probably, I don't know, actually. I don't know. I don't know how they handled the dog. Well, I got confused because it's a computer and I'm technologically illiterate. I know where it is, but looking at it on a screen is a little bit different. Well, there's only one bedroom on the bottom floor, and that's Bethany's room, not Dylan's room. Dylan's room's right here next to the kitchen. Yeah, and the balcony from the back, and on top of that, when you go out, I wonder if you can leave. Can you leave out this door? Well, it doesn't really show us that much, but you see it's going into a wooded area, right? Like it's not really... That's the affidavit. What's this do? Kitchen. It just shows me what the actual pictures look like versus the rendering. I think that they determined based on it that it was Murphy that barked. But here's a thought. He's been in the area. We know that his phone pinged. Again, complete speculation, guys. Please don't take it as fact. We know that he'd been in the area. The phone has pinged 12 times in the area, like near this house, the cell tower that does this house, right? What if he went in the house at one point while nobody was there, and he got the layout that way? Okay, what's your theory on motive? You have good theories. I want to hear it. I really want to hear it. You have good theories, for real. I want to hear. Let me go up and read some of what y'all wrote. But yes, I did get confused on the floor plan. I mean, it's a weird layout. The house is a weird house. That's for sure. But either way, he passed. Yeah, somebody said he passed Dylan at least twice. No, I don't think there's 6 bedrooms. There's 5 bedrooms. Which is really a lot of bedrooms for a 2,000 square foot house. I'm trying to read what you guys are saying. Yeah, I know that they caught his car turning around and then leaving, so I think he could have parked somewhere where he was easily. Oh, yeah, that's right. There is. You're right. There is one on the first floor. You're right. I totally forgot. You're right. It's 6. I'm wrong. Hey, Michael, you better hit that follow button. Okay, I really want to hear your explanation. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I legit do. I don't think he saw Dylan because the cops protected her as a witness, and that was one of their major breaks. She peeped out and she saw him, but he didn't see her. Gotcha. Yeah, maybe that's entirely possible. He could have been so, like, on that high of an adrenaline rush that he walked right past her, especially since she wasn't a target. Okay, and after we have this, we're going to switch over to Papa Rogers. But I want to hear the theory first. I think that's a good speculation. I agree with you too. I think Electric Eye's got a good speculation. I think that's very plausible. Very plausible. The motive, I wonder if the motive could have been just because I can. So I don't know how many of y'all in here were with me on TikTok watching Banfield. Oh, did you email me the photos? Sorry. They're not. I'm telling you, they're not in my YouTube. I promise you. Or there we go. No, I think I might have gotten it. Instagram DM. Okay, cool. See if I can make these bigger. Okay, what am I looking at? Kohberger move trash. Minister. So okay, what am I looking at here? Let me see if I can move this to. Let me see if I can throw this up. Hold, please. You know, I'm still learning this stuff, so. Okay, there we go. Let me see if I can make that a little bit bigger. All right, let me see if I can make this for what we're trying to do here bigger. All right. So let me, this is my email. So I'm gonna like bust this out a little bit here. Let me make sure that y'all can see this. Actually, before I do that, let me make this a little. So that y'all can. All right, so not very well. Let me see if I can make that a little bit better. All right, you can kind of see it. So let me see if I can, if I scroll, what does this do? Oh, good God, this thing is not easy to work. So I can scroll up here. This might be hard to throw up on here. Let me see if I can. Let me take this down for a minute, and because I don't want to like make y'all seasick while I'm doing this. I'm gonna go back to here. I'll go back to this for the moment. I gotta change the size of the box. Bear with me, guys. Again, I'm still learning, I'm probably not going to keep this platform. I don't know if I like the streaming software that I'm using. There we go. I want to see if I can figure out a way to pull these up better. Why does it not have the permission to open down? Oh, okay. So I can drag these to my desktop. There we go. Okay, we will have to do this on. We will have to do these pictures on a different live because it is being difficult. So somebody asked about supposed to cut his hand. Okay, so I know about the cut on the hand. I think the cut in this picture is not his hand, though. Maybe it is. I think that could be the dad's hand. I don't know. I did a video on the cut in the hand. That could be his hand. It's also turned a little bit. I don't know, maybe. On one video, it looks like it's there. The other one, it doesn't. And then on this one, I'm looking at the one she sent me here. So I'm going to try to figure out how to do that better to get those pulled up. Sorry, I'm trying to look. It appears there were 2 bedrooms on each floor. Thank you, Michael. Oh, those aren't your pictures? Okay. Well, then let me go back and look. It didn't look like your name. If you send them in Instagram, I'm telling you I'm not getting them. So if you want to send them to me via email, then do that. That's going to be the best way to get them. All right, let me throw up some Papa Rogers stuff here if I can. Give me 1 second to find where I put Papa Rogers. Give me 1 sec. Where did I put him? I've lost like everything. Done. Done. Where did my... I have lost... I don't even know what window this is looking at anymore. All right, let me see if I can swatch this over here. Okay, we're going to try to get these pulled back up. It might be this one. Okay, we're going to pull this up here. And we're going to look specifically. We're going to go back to, if I get to open. There we go. So this is Papa Roger. If you guys saw, they were talking about him on, I really need dual screens, on Banfield Tonight. They're saying that this kind of looks like him. He was the admin of the Moscow, Idaho murders group, or he of Anything Goes. Basically, he became that. If you notice, that was created the day before his arrest, right? And supposedly it's because he was kicked out of the other group, so he created this group instead. Sorry, I'm gonna go back and read your theory. I did miss it because I was looking for that. Not to sound to be disrespectful to the victims, but I do think and feel like they could or would do this as they could be mean girls. So I don't think that that's disrespectful. I think that that's definitely been something that we've talked about. My wife and I have talked about it. It's very plausible. You know, we know what the dad said about them. They're sweet girls, but we don't know them. We don't know them, so I don't know. I'm going to tell you that that same thought has crossed my mind. For what that's worth. All right, so now let's go to the top of these. I'll start at the bottom. Let's go one by one. I want to go. Actually, no, I lied. I want to go here. Okay, we talked about this earlier. Oh, can y'all see this? Yes, y'all can see this. Okay, great. Oh, his theory is further. I saw it. Or is there more to it than that? Going a little further just to make sure I read everything. Okay, I'm reading the whole thing now. There we go. He's stalking Kaylee. She told Maddie or the girls they obviously think he's a creep. Goes to eat at the restaurant vegan. They feed him meat as a joke between them and found out. This is very interesting. And maybe that's why, also when Maddie told Adam and Hoodie Guy, they get you for that, meaning maybe they'll get fired for doing something like that. Interesting. I only think this way, as we have been told, he's super OCD and crazy about his vegan thing, so I could see him going off if he had found out. I think that's a very interesting theory, and I think it's a plausible one. It would also explain why he went to X's room after being upstairs, as her and Maddie worked at the restaurant. Yeah, I think that's an interesting theory, and I'm not saying it's bad. I have talked about the footprint. I did. I can go back to it after we do this, and I think I have one more thing, and then I'm going to try to not be on too late because it's getting late, but we'll do this anyways. So this was interesting. So for those of y'all who don't know who Papa Rogers is somebody who's in the University of Idaho's murders case discussion. This group is in general a dumpster fire, and that's putting it nicely. However, you have people like this individual in here, and you do have people that have some good theories. This was posted on November 30th. Okay, this is a month before the arrest. About a month and a week prior to the affidavit coming out. I'm quite sure the avoiding meat to not become a cannibal is not true. Of the evidence released, the murder weapon has been consistent as a large fixed blade knife. This leads me to believe they found the sheath. This evidence was released prior to autopsies. So, I'm not taking it disrespectful. It's a safe space in here. We know we know that you're coming from a place of respect. You're not being, rude about it. You're sharing a thought, and it's safe to do so here. So this is interesting. Then, okay, we'll go to here. I don't know if he put the dog in there. Kaylee could have had her in there that night because you had two people in a small room. Maybe they put Murphy in there. So this is just showing where the evidence was with this. That hey, he was right. Papa Rogers was right. Let's do this one. Okay, so this is very interesting. So he's talking about if the door was left open or the heat wasn't on, are we sure of the timeline of deaths? It was 28 degrees and overcast the night of the murders. That's what Papa Roger says. Then, not a new post for me, but still very relevant. How long was the killer in the house? And somebody goes, how long did you think? And he said, 15 minutes. So if you look at what's highlighted here, starts at 4:04, right here at 4:04 a.m., ends at 4:20, 16 minutes. Okay? So interesting, right? This is on December 14th. This is a couple of weeks before his arrest. And here you have day 39, on December 22nd. The killer is not in the victim's immediate circle. I guess I could track the IP unless he was using a VPN. You know? VPNs become a lot harder to trace. And a lot of VPN companies won't work with authorities. And then it says the killer is not a student. Thoughts? He was a student, but not at University of Idaho. So you can take that one, you know, how you want to take that one. One knife and 4 people. The killer took a big risk. The knife could have easily broken off or become ineffective after 1 or 2 murders. Are we sure there's only one knife involved? Yeah, and law enforcement did take his computer stuff. But some of the dates that he would be posting some of this stuff would have been, like on the 22nd, he was already back home. He said, I don't know if he said anything about the time of the murder being off, but he said it would be like, he said like 15 minutes. Then he says, you know, then it's how long do you think the killer's in the house? Okay, so this is weird, but this is weird, right? Like he got a lot of stuff like right. Here he is again. A knife is a very risky weapon. If you know you are going to murder 4 people, do we think the killer also had another weapon, such as a stun gun or another knife or other knife? Or did they not know what they would encounter? Okay? So it's getting weird, right? I mean, it's been weird. Fight me. Law enforcement is no closer to solving this than they were 30 days ago. Okay, I'm just letting y'all take a chance to read this with your own eyes. Okay? The date of the killing was chosen on purpose. Thoughts? There's some kind of weird. I feel like the white car isn't relevant. Google Trends show the search history for the house by date. Lots of Thursday activity. What do we think? And he's showing the dates, the time, and stuff that the house was searched. And this is just some weird stuff, right? We're getting toward the end here. This is on the high side of the house. They found evidence here. It's likely blood dripping from the killers. Either they fled through this area or were parked there. This being the most strategic entrance point to the house. It shows planning. So there's another, I don't have the other discussion, but there's another person who started arguing with him about the sheath, saying like, why would a killer take it to the sheath? And Papa Rogers got kind of, for lack of a better term, irate about it. Like, not belligerently irate, but like arguing with him. And to the point that they asked him like, hey, are you the killer? Have they really? Michael, you want to shoot me the link? I forget the name of I had the website written down, and then I lost it. No, he did. Yes, wait, didn't he apply for a job with the police for internet forensics? Yes, he did. As an intern for Pullman in August, he wrote an essay talking about what he wanted to do for the rural police community. That is 100% true. They got defensive. That's probably a better word. It's late, guys. Long week. I kind of think, Susan, he went into that house before. We know that the phone pinged 12 times in that area. And what we know is that most of the time it was late at night, but one time during the day. I wonder if during the day, while everybody would have been at class, if that's when he went in. All right, let me go check my email. The issue is I'm not able to get the email to pull up well on here. That's the problem that I'm having. And I created like a separate like login account to this computer. Oh, you sent me a lot of stuff. I'll do the best I can with this. Okay, that's blood on that table. How did you get these? Daily Mail. I'm a little sus on Daily Mail, but these seem to be, I mean, they look like they could be legit. So to me, this one picture of the bed that shows the stains on this, do we know that that is from this? Because the rails that are holding it down, to me, look like hospital bed rails or nursing home bed rails. And ask me how I know that. I just am very skeptical of Daily Mail. Now those look like that could be it. This picture right here. Well, no, I'm not even talking about the brightness. I'm saying that the rails that whatever they have holding it down, like in the third email you sent, the first two pictures. Let me see if I can get to throw up here. If I can throw them up here. Let me see if I can do this. Where is it? This thing is a pain in the ass. That's okay. I will. We can have a discussion about this maybe on Sunday. I will do that. I cannot get these to freaking pull up, and I can't get them to download for me to try another way to pull up. I'm hoping that maybe this weekend I will find myself a better streaming platform than what I'm using. Okay. No, I'm just asking. Bryan Inton shared it, confirmed it. Just daily. I'm always just very skeptical when it comes to certain publications, Daily Mail being one of them. If Bryan Inton shared it, then to me, that is good enough. That's good enough. Daily Mail is not always known as being the most reputable source. Sometimes they get things, they're right 50% of the time. I'm trying to put the pictures up. I don't know if let me see if I can do it this way. See if I can do it this way. I do display capture. See if I can do this. See if I can do a display capture. Yep, there we go. Let's see if we do this. Okay, if I can, I'm going to try my best on this. This is not the prettiest way to do it. So, if you look right here where the mouse is, that looks like blood on this like entertainment center. Okay? So then we'll go to this one. This is the one that I was like kind of whatever about, because to me right here those look like bed rails from a nursing home bed. That's what I was kind of. Let me go to another one that shows a little bit better. To me, that's what that looks like to me. That doesn't look like a normal bed. That's why I was like, huh. I used to sell beds, hospital beds into nursing homes, so I'm very familiar with them. Those look like rails. Yeah, that got really... So that's the only reason why I was kind of like, I'm not really sure. There's even, again, a little bit lighter. But I mean, that's blood. But at the same time, we would expect there to be blood on the mattress. Let's go down here. This is definitely the crime scene, I think. I mean, that to me, there's no doubt. Okay? Like, there's no doubt. That's the crime scene. We saw that one. We saw that one. Okay, that's in the truck. That is in the truck, though. That, to me, God, it looks like a hospital bed rail. Maybe less so there, though. Okay, less so there. I take it back. Yeah, pillows and bedding. That looks less like a hospital bed rail than the other picture. Can y'all see that okay? I'll just make sure it's like up here for y'all to see. That's where we were. Okay, yeah. So we hadn't seen this one yet. Yeah, to me that looks... Okay, we saw all those. Let's go to this one. Oh, we already saw those too. Okay, so did we see everything, Tori? Is that all of them? Yeah, now that you see it zoomed out, I was only looking at the first couple. Now that you see it zoomed out, it looks like more of a bed frame. All right, let me see if I can do that. This back on. Talked about Papa Rogers. Do that. Do that. I still have the affidavit here. Yeah, I think we went through 7. I'll scroll up to get that link. How far up do I have to go, Michael? Crap, 10 more. I'm not seeing the link, Michael. Michael, I don't see the link up. Would you post it again? Because I'll go to it right now. Nobody could see the link, buddy. I'm sorry. Let me see. Maybe I think I sent... Hold on. Has it ever finished loading? It did. Okay. Let me see. I might have sent it to myself. So I'm going to look back and see if I did. Miss Michael sends it again. Okay, no, I didn't send it there. I have no idea. I'll have to look. I know that there's a website for court documents for Lata County. Lata County. Unless you want to email it to me, Michael. All right, let's look. I don't know which one it is. Those are interesting pictures, Tori, though. I mean, those look like they're from the crime scene. They don't look doctored to me. So, and if Bryan Enton... COI-Idaho.gov. Okay. COI.idaho.gov. What else am I missing there, Michael? Help me help you. My email, Justin's on JUST. Oh, let me see. I gotta sign into chat. I'll put it up there. While I'm waiting for Michael to do that, I'm going to take a quick restroom break, and I will be right back because I had that beer a little bit earlier. Let me do this one. Be right back. There we go. This is cool stuff, right? I'll be back in like seriously 2 seconds. Well, like a minute. All right, I am back. I don't know if y'all can hear me. I am back. Let's see if I can turn that off. There we go. Sorry about that. Let's see what we can do because Michael sent us a link. Oh, you missed out the ISC, I think. All right, let's go to our Safari here. Here we go. I'm not a robot. So new case, criminal. So I guess these dates, these 12/29 were the dates that they were getting the warrant. Notice of appearance. Okay, so here's your no contact orders. DM is going to be Dylan. I don't know who JEK or JAK is. I guess these are just all the family members, these no contact orders. Custody order, sheriff, court minutes. I wish you could see this. Go back to the home page and scroll down just a little. You email me the link. I'm going to go back to my Oh, this is... Oh, yeah, it could have taken like 3 seconds. Can y'all see that? Cool. All right. So, here's your notice of hearing. Non-dissemination order. Notice of appearance. What do y'all want me to click on? Which one y'all want first? Yeah, probably Kernodle. Dylan never heard that we know 2 men rummaging. Which of these y'all want to see first? Start at the top. Well, we know the affidavit. We've seen that. I'm not going to go through 19-page affidavit. Probable cause order. Okay. No bail. It was hand delivery. And that's it. Thank you, Michael. You are amazing, as you always are. You are appreciated. All right. Nothing really to see there. Arrest warrant. To any law enforcement state of Idaho, information under oath having been presented to me on December 29, 2022, and there appearing to be probable cause to believe the public offense of burglary and 4 first-degree murders. I have been committed in accusing Bryan C. Kohberger thereof. You are ordered to arrest and bring the defendant before court at the address there. No bail. He is hereby committed to the sheriff of the county of Lada, state of Idaho, and there's the section codes. There's some redactedness. Yes, I think I could. And in Idaho, Emily, the burglary is just him entering the premises. Let's look at the criminal complaints. I'm just going. All right, here we go. The undersigned, based upon the affidavit of Brett Payne, complains and says that Bryan C. Kohberger in the county of Lada, state of Idaho, on or about November 13th, 2022, did then and there commit crimes against the people of the state of Idaho. Burglary, felony in count 1. Murder in the first degree, a felony in count 2. Murder in the first degree for count 3, 4, and 5. This stuff is all redacted. That the defendant, Bryan C. Kohberger, on or about November 13th, 2022, in Lada County, state of Idaho, did unlawfully enter a residence. That would be his burglary charge, located at 1122 King Road, Moscow, with the intent to commit the felony crime of murder. Murder in the first degree. That the defendant, Bryan C. Kohberger, on or about November 13th, state of blah, 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 did willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with premeditation and with malice, aforethought, kill and murder Madison Mogan, a human being, by stabbing Madison Mogan, from which she died. The same thing is said about Kaylee Gonsalves, Xander Kernodle, and I guess Ethan Chapin. All which is contrary to the form and force and effect of state statutes above cited and against the peace and dignity of the people of state of Idaho. Whereas complaint requests a warrant of arrest be issued for the person of Bryan and gives his date and social security number. All right, we'll go to the next one. This is a good find. Thank you, Michael. Okay, invocation of rights. This is saying that he has invoked his right to remain silent and to have a counsel pursuant to the 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendments to the United States Constitution and of the Idaho Constitution with respect to any and all questioning, interrogation, regardless of the subject matter, including but not limited to matters that bear on or relate to arrests, searches, seizures, bail, pretrial release or detention, evidence at trial, guilt or innocence, forfeitures, or that may be relevant to sentencing, enhanced punishments, factors applicable under Idaho Code relevant to punishment, blah, blah, blah. Mr. Kohberger requested the Lada County prosecutor ensure that this invocation of rights is honored by forwarding a copy of it to all law enforcement agents, government officials, and employees associated. So basically, he gave his rights. Here's his order appointing a public defender. We know about that, Ann Taylor. Here's her office number. Let's not dox her. Definitely we shouldn't call her. Or email her at ataylor at whatever this is, .us. kcgov.us. We definitely should not do all of that. Should definitely not do all that. I'm just going to show y'all the email address and numbers one more time so y'all know not to call or email her. You don't actually put those in. Oh, we just did that one. My bad. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. In the state of Idaho, just entering unlawfully is considered burglary. So this is notice of limited notice of appearance. Basically saying that he needs the right to remain silent and have counsel. You do, Michael. You come in clutch very often. So thank you. You're definitely appreciated. Here is on 12/30 the motion to preserve the crime scene and evidence. All right, comes now. Bryan C. Kohberger by and through his attorney, Ann C. Taylor, public defender, and hereby moves this court for an order directing Lada County, the prosecutor's office, to preserve the crime scene located at the building, including the home, outbuildings, vehicles, and curtilage. Mr. Kohberger requests the court to order the Lada County Prosecutor's Office to preserve all evidence in its custody or under its control and the control of their agents. Basically, the team is his defense team is requesting that they order everything, and they're also to notify defense counsel for any potentially destructive testing or examinations. So this is all for the defense, basically, to preserve everything. I think he entered the home through the kitchen door. I think it actually said in the one walkthrough that we did that was actually confirmed that he went there. Now, I haven't seen that anywhere else. Okay, so that's the motion. I'm not going to open the order to preserve because that's the motion they want, and this is the order granted to preserve the crime scene. Stipulation for non-dissemination. This is basically the gag order. So here's what you can see. Non-dissemination, or basically shut up, order prohibiting attorneys, investigators, and law enforcement personnel from making any extrajudicial statement, written or oral, concerning this case, other than a quotation from or reference to, without comment, the public records of the court of this case. Basically, that's the gag order. They're probably taking it out to preserve it. They're probably taking out to preserve it. That could have been at the request of the defense. So that is the stipulation. That is the actual order. This one on 1.3 below the stipulation. Second Amendment order governing courthouse and courtroom conduct. Let's look at that. All right. So this talks about what everybody wants to know, the media. I haven't seen the plant next to the Jack in the Box bag. I haven't seen that. Maybe I have. Maybe that was on the table and I didn't notice it. I'd have to go back and look. I think I know where you're talking about, but I'd have to go back and look to be sure, Kate. I think I've seen the picture you're talking about, but if so, it's been a while and I'd have to go back and look, and I don't want to comment on that. Me, at least. Anybody in the chat can without knowing what I'm talking about. All right, so it's hereby ordered that seating for victim's family, counsel, defendant's family, and court personnel, they're going to reserve seats for all those people, basically family, etc. Pooled media seating. The representatives of the media serving as the pooled camera staff shall be, so she's allowing cameras, shall be seated in an area approved by the court as designated by the administrative district judge, presiding judge, trial court administrator, or bailiff, subject to a limit of 2 media members operating the pooled audio and video recording of the hearing, 1 media member handling the pooled still photography. They're talking about general public. The public and members of the media not designated as pooled or camera staff may be permitted in the courtroom as space permits on first come, first served. No seats will be reserved. Seating in the front of the bar. No person other than court personnel shall be basically at the front without specific authorization. Entry and exit during court proceedings. There will be no entry or re-entry into the courtroom. So if you have to leave and go out and go to the bathroom, you're not coming back. Security screening. All persons entering the courtroom are subject to security screening. That's standard. Cell phones are permitted but must not be shall not be used for recording or transmission of sounds or images. You could lose your phone. COVID-19 precautions. Media coverage. Here we go. If the court allows cameras in the courtroom and orders that the media coverage be pulled, then all media shall have access to and share the video. So if basically they're saying if they only have 1 or 2 camera people allowed, then all media is going to have access to that. Same thing with still photography. They're talking about where it will be limited, the limits and stuff. No flash photography, no live broadcasting, transmitting, or streaming from the courtroom is allowed. So they can record, but they're not allowed to live stream it. But we'll get to see it afterwards, I suppose. Portion of the proceedings which may be televised. Photography, video, and audio is not permitted during a recess in the court proceedings. Recess means the time the judge is not on the bench. So basically no recording at all. Again, saying no broadcasting, transmitting, or streaming from the courtroom is allowed. News conferences, interviews, or reporting is prohibited inside the courtroom or courthouse common areas. News conferences, interviews, or reporting in the courthouse parking lot on courthouse grounds is prohibited during the hours of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Any news conferences, interviews, reporting from the courthouse grounds shall be done in a manner to not impede foot traffic. Blah, 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 blah. We talked about media inquiries, security, and the judge signed it. All right, we're almost done with these. And here's our notice of hearing. Date of the hearing, Felony Magistrate Court, 1/5/23, 9:30 a.m., Megan Marshall presiding. That's the notice of hearing. That's what we got. So they've released a few things. Court orders. This is a great link. Thank you again, Michael, for being amazing. I'm going to see if I can do something right now with it. I can copy it. Jeez. See if I can pull this out here. I'm going to put... Sorry, I'm not trying to blur you all out here. trying to do something to get this pulled up onto my link tree real quick. Yeah, Xana was definitely still awake. Her phone was open scrolling TikTok at 4:12. She was literally on TikTok when she got killed. Probably how I'm gonna go. It's on TikTok. I don't know what my link tree. Where's my login? You know, I know how to do this. Hold, please. So for those of y'all who are wanting this, I'm putting it in my link tree right now. I can't stay live. Emily, I'm so tired. It's 1:30. It's 12:30 here. I would love if y'all just want to all go to sleep and you leave this on. Sorry, I'm trying to. Trying to move some stuff around here. All right, so for you guys who are interested in for those of y'all who are interested in this link, I just put it in my link tree, so you can find it there. You know what I wish I would let me do, because I don't think I'm allowed to do it. But for those of y'all who are new here, that y'all probably don't know this is going to be totally random and completely off topic. 1 second. Not now. But if I wish I could like stream our wedding for you guys, it was actually the pilot episode of a TV show that the TV show failed. But I tried to upload it on YouTube a while ago, and they gave me a copyright slap. I mean, this was a long time ago. But yeah, I thought I'd stream that for y'all. There's nothing good that comes from Jack in the Box lemon tree. Actually, that's not true. Their breakfast stuff is pretty good. Yes, wait, Emily. Maybe they both got DoorDash. You want to see more DeLorean content? You know, the thing about it is, like, maybe I should start posting more DeLorean content. Like, I can do it on here, obviously, and do it on the DeLorean playlist. But maybe I ought to start doing some more DeLorean content under my backup on TikTok. But whenever I post it on my main account, it doesn't really do well. I can play without sound. That's boring. You want to see the sound. The show is already boring. The wedding show is already boring enough. I drove it today. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I got a drone. I have to learn how to fly it for Christmas. I've already crashed it once. Um, so I need to really mess with it. But it's supposed to be able to follow things. So I'm hoping that I can do that and then do some cool DeLorean content with that, amongst other things, of course. I have a DeLorean. I feel like YouTube is much easier to work with. I think like the chat is easier to keep up with. I love the fact that I can throw things up on the screen. There's a lot of benefits to YouTube for sure. With TikTok, I can throw stuff up on the screen, but it's behind me, and usually it's green screen type stuff, so it's like real blurry, and you can't really. I'm trying to look at something real quick. Sorry, ADD. This actually, for the record, is my second DeLorean. I've had another one. Yeah, well, you know, I'm used to the trolls. Honestly. Yeah. Yeah, well, your questions get seen because, I mean, what if this thing ever takes off like that? Oh, so you found me organically on YouTube, Michelle? That's awesome. Thank you. Michael, you telling me this is the first time that I've heard that, so I have no idea, and it's probably not true. You should know better by now than to trust the rumors. Maybe you don't trust them. Maybe that's why you're bringing it up. I hate how this whole thing has made me kind of uneasy about transferring to a college to stay on campus when I graduate my community college in a year. Look, I totally get that. I think that your fear is valid. That's funny. Thank you for that. I just lost 10 pounds from the time I was on TikTok. But no, your fear of going to a campus school is totally valid. I think if anything, don't. It's ultimately your decision, but and I'm not telling you what to do or not do. You got to do what makes you feel safe and what puts you at ease. But I would encourage you to consider the college experience on campus. I can tell you that I had a great time in college. It was probably some of the most fun in my entire life, which is why it probably took me the better part of a decade to graduate with an undergrad degree because I just had such a good time. But I would say that if anything, this case should teach anybody to be because it's not just being on a college campus. You found me the toxic Facebook group? That's funny. Thank you. And I'm guessing by Volgal that means you're in Tennessee too, which makes you even better because I am also in Tennessee. But anyways, I think that this type of thing can happen anywhere. It doesn't have to be like there was literally a guy who his wife filed for divorce. I forget where it was. This literally just happened, and he literally shot and killed his entire family and himself. There's another guy a few weeks ago who drove off a cliff in a Tesla. They all survived. And yeah, he was trying to kill his entire family. So I'm not saying that's his family, but there's also all sorts of things, kidnappings that happen. I'm not trying to say this to scare you. I'm just saying, don't let it deter you because it can happen anywhere. Just have your due diligence. Nice. Well, we have cabins out in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. It was Utah, I think. I thought it was. Well, Riley does. Okay, yeah, no. So Riley does tend to have most of the time. I mean, sometimes she gets things not correct, but she does generally have accurate information. So if she said that, there might be truth to it. Interesting. I wonder where that source came from because I haven't seen that. Kind of makes you want a Tesla. Yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. I might be going to bed soon. Well, I try to be the source. So when this, for lack of a better term, calms down, because it's going to get to a point, right, where, didn't mean to do that. I need to get a dual screen setup. I really do. This is gonna get to a point where you're not gonna have updates every day. I mean, it's gonna get interesting. So typically, I will cover other stuff when that happens. I think they'll eventually be released, but probably not till the trial, Kylie. If you gave me a thumbs down, Wendy, I didn't realize that you did. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. YouTube is very new to me. I don't really know it. I'm barely online. I will probably not do a live tomorrow because I've been on all this week. I'm probably going to dedicate tomorrow to my family. I'll do videos on TikTok for sure, which I will probably cross. I'm trying to cross-reference or cross-upload on platforms, so I'll probably upload them here. Yeah, next one's going to be a plea for sure. That's probably going to be all it's going to be. But I will be back on Sunday. Yeah, after the 12th, it's going to die down for a little bit for sure. Girl, she was talking about the hamstrings as a YouTube girl that does true crime. What are you scared about, Emily? Let's talk it through. Let's talk it through. Yeah, I'll be on. Yeah, for sure, I'll be on Sunday. Although I guess I'll have to stream based on what you guys are telling me. I can't stream Banfield from YouTube, which sucks. I have to do it through Insta or TikTok. Probably TikTok. Maybe I could do Insta. Well, I would imagine that you're probably right about the time frame. It's Idaho, so I can't imagine there's a lot on that docket there. Okay, so let's talk about your sliding glass door fear here. Do you have something that can lock the sliding glass door other than the lock on it? Do you have like the bar that you can put in the track? Hey Haley, thank you for coming over from TikTok. No, if it's Haley from Rob and Haley, her and I are friends, and she does not post misinformation. So if she's the one who did it, then it would be true. Yeah, so you guys keep telling me this. Okay, Emily, you need to get a bar. Can I help you with this though? Here, let me help you. Do you have a Home Depot or a Lowe's near you? You can do it even easier than that. I don't know what states, your city, your country you live in, but do you have a hardware store near you or something like that? You could use a broom handle to get through tonight, yeah. Okay, so get a broom like somebody said, put it in the door. You can only do it diagonal, but then tomorrow, okay, measure the track, like from the end of the door to where the track ends. Measure that whole inside area. Go to Home Depot, okay? I know they're not open right now. Go in the morning. Use a broomstick tonight. Go tomorrow, get a little piece of PVC pipe and have them cut it that size, and then you can stick it in the door. And you can have that the entire time you're there. It will not be expensive. You just need like thin, there you go, like that thin PVC pipe, and it'll drop down. Just get them to cut it the right length. They will probably cut it for you. So if you're a 21-year-old blonde girl, even if they don't normally cut PVC pipe, they will cut it for you. I can guarantee you that. So just act helpless, and they'll do it for you. Most of it, Haley. Unfortunately, we talked about Papa Rogers. I will say this though, because you came over from TikTok. If you notice what's up on the screen, they added a bunch of documents for Idaho, and I put the link to these documents. These are all that's Planned Parenthood. The state of Idaho versus Bryan C. Kohberger. All of these documents I did put in the link tree in my bio on TikTok. Yeah, I don't think you're going to tonight, Emily. I think you're safe tonight. Nice chatting with you too. Have a great night. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of sliding glass doors either. But just do that tomorrow, Emily, and I think you'll be okay. Go get a broom handle tonight. Stick it in there. I'm sorry, Haley. All right, let us know on the pipe. But yeah, all you guys a little PVC pipe, or you can get like a long wooden dowel. Just talk to them. But just make sure you measure that inside from the back of the door to where it hits, and just get something. And then whenever you stop house sitting, you can be like, "This is unsafe. People got murdered in Idaho. I'm leaving this here," and they're gonna look at you like you're insane. Okay, well, Haley, for what it's worth, when I sign off this live, you'll see when I do Papa Rogers because I throw it up on the screen because I love this. It'll save the live, and you can definitely go back through and look at it. I went through and read everything, and we talked about it. So I think that if you did it that way, you won't miss too much of it. I said PVC. I said PVC. PVC. PWC is not a thing. So if you said that, they would know what you're talking about still. I wonder if that's a stat. Let me Google. I'm going to Google from a different window. So it's funny when I put that in there, Michael, about like how many, like just like statistics on sliding glass doors and murder. It's just giving me a lot of information about the Idaho murders. I would bet a lot of burglaries, for sure. I'm probably not going to be on much longer. I'm getting tired. It's almost 1 a.m. here. Sliders can be taken off the track easy. They can be unlocked. We shouldn't say this with Emily here. Emily, go get a broom. Earmuffs, Emily. They can be taken off the track. The locks can easily be moved. If you undo the plug at the top, you can just screwdriver and then just go pop. Ask me how I know. But you can't. No, don't earmuffs, Emily. But anyway, if you put the pipe in there, it's pretty. You can't do much. I don't know because we're talking about a murder case, probably. Oh, 100%. Yeah, the locks are real easy. We got locked out of a place one time. We had our lock on our slider. We didn't have the barn we used to have a condo in South Carolina. And the latch fell and locked us out. And I was able to get a neighbor's screwdriver and pop out the thing and then put a screwdriver and just turn and get the latch back up and open it right up. All right, let me check my Insta real quick because my Insta's not been working. Maybe I need to go delete stuff out of my Insta. Maybe that's the issue that I'm having. I don't know. Let me go check though. I am tired. Just email it to me because I know none of my Insta's been working. If you don't mind, I'll put the email in the chat. Yeah, I'll put my email in the chat if you want to email it to me. Apparently, if you believe in that sort of stuff, in another life, I was a jeweler. Again, if you believe in that stuff. An alarm's a good deterrent, though. But I'm sure you'll be fine. I might be gone when you get back. I'm so close to getting off here, Emily. I know. I have been. Which is why I'm going to have to give my wife and daughter lots of attention tomorrow because I had a good lecture when I went downstairs a while ago. But here I am anyways. Yeah, I have tons of cameras too. I have cameras, security systems, firearms, baseball bats, smart locks, coded locks. Yeah, I know, Michael. I probably do need to do mods, but I don't know how to add mods yet. Oh, here we go. Michael, you're a moderator. Look at you. That's how to do it. Yeah, I've heard about. I haven't seen it, but yeah, I heard there's law offices on fire in Moscow. Do you want to be a mod under your son's name though, or your real name? I will, Jessica. Thank you. I have to wait till Emily gets back. She's gonna be mad if I leave. Let me see if I can do something here. Community moderation. Settings. Ah, this is cool. Community. Alright, I'm trying to figure out something here. There we go. It's been like censoring somebody else's comments, so I just turned that off. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you, Haley. I'll look at that. We can maybe talk about that on whatever it is on Sunday night. Make me a mod. You'll regret it if I'm gone. Sure, Emily, you can be a mod. Why not? I'm up to 1135 on subscribers. They tell me I got 345 watch hours. So I need a lot more watch hours. We're getting there. Okay, let me figure out how to do this again. Because I just... Alright. Oh my god. Emily, don't even say that. You won't be a very good mod if you're murdered. There, you should be a mod, I think. You're not going to get murdered. Thank you for that. I'm scared. Do I have to do something special? You just asked to be a mod. You're cracking me up, girl. You're going to be fine. Nobody's going to kill you tonight. Put something in the door like a broom handle. Lock the door of whatever room you're sleeping in. And you will be fine. Oh, Tammy, you know you have to be. You're never going to go live, Michael. But I will go to that live if you do. Oh no, I hope you don't get flooded. And Emily, what you have to do to be a mod is you have to block people who are dicks. That's all you have to do. Michael is very good at it. He can show you the ropes. Michael apparently blocks everybody. According to them, but not according to him. I do appreciate your loyalty. That's why it was no questions asked, Tammy. You and Michael have been with me forever. All right. I don't know what I don't care. Here's the thing, Michael. When they message me and complain, I don't care. I trust my moderators. If you block people, you typically do it for a reason, and if it was on accident, then they'll get over it on the next live. You can't. Can you block me? I guess the live would end. That's how you lose your mod status, though. That's for damn sure. Okay. We will do this again on Sunday night. Probably 8 my time. I know you are. So am I. Yeah, Gabby says that's been a long time too. Long time too. But alright, I'm going to go to bed. We'll do this. I'm going to get on here at 8 o'clock on Sunday, 8 p.m. Central Time. I knew what you meant. Gabby stuff works. Question: the neighbor whose car was broken who said she heard voices in the original release was that Dylan heard 2 men rummaging. Think that he was alone? I think he was alone. I haven't read or seen that Electric Eye, so I'll have to look. I did. Max, you have to be one too. I did figure it out. Maxie. There we go. I am good mod, right? I know that if I'm on here, Michael and Max will probably be here, and probably Tammy too. Maybe Emily, assuming she doesn't get murdered, which I don't think she will. Just waiting for a couple of y'all, and then I'm gonna go. Okay, well, it's quiet now. I'm kidding, Emily. Go put a broomstick in your door. Didn't sound very confident. I would be like, as long as you don't live in blank city, but then likely I would guess the city that you lived in, and then you'd be like, shit. Yeah. I could just put it on like, I wonder if I can put it on a be right back thing, or what happens does this say? Ending soon. Huh. That's interesting. Intermission, what's that? Why do I get an intermission? That's weird. I could just do a be right back and not come back. Oh, maybe I can do this. Hold on. Try something. I'm trying stuff. What does this do? I wonder if this works. It does nothing. Let me see if I do. I'm messing with something right now. What did Emily say? What? I'm Googling this person. Let's Google her murder. I'm getting Aaron Hernandez being. Aaron Hernandez was. Is this guy? Is this who your neighbor was? No, I vaguely remembered it when you said it. This is him, right? Ah, friggin' pop-ups. Where did it go? All right, let's go back to something else. I'm working on it, but I get this horrible pop-up. Well, I would have been good because I was going to say as long as you don't live in Chicago, you're good. Where are you? There you are. Oh, you hustled the media. That's adorable. You hustled. How much money did you make? I mean, look at y'all with the opportunity, though. You're freaking hustling. That's hilarious. Not bad. Not bad for a 12-year-old. Aw, that is sweet of you. I'm actually bringing a bunch of blankets to the animal shelter, probably this weekend. Okay. Kind of want a hot dog too. What a sweet kid you were. That's awesome. I hope my daughter's that sweet. I mean, she's already a sweet kid, but when she's like 12. Yeah, I'll add it to my watch list. That's funny that I love that you did that. That's amazing. Okay, I'm going to bed. Fine, Kylie, you made me. I'm crashing too. I could just should I just like put it on like starting soon and just leave this on? I wish I could change the scene. Can I edit it? Hold on, what can I do here? I'm gonna try something. Before I go, I'm gonna try something. Trying something here. I'm gonna see if this works. You gave a little bit, but don't. It's okay. Don't just. You're good. Okay, it's not doing anything. If I just like leave that there for people who just want to leave their live on, should I do that or should I just disconnect so I can get my get my hours up? No, I won't do that. Yeah, drink some tea, or you're 21. Drink something. Drink something harder. That'll help you relax. Not golden grain. So don't drink that. I don't know what my hours are at. If I refresh it, I don't know if it's not going to count it till afterwards. It says I'm at. What does it say that I'm at? Oh, it's just showing me the last 28 days, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm at. Let me see if I look at my audience here. I don't know, guys. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, well, okay, I'm going to get off then. We can always do this more. We'll get there. We'll get there. I appreciate all of y'all, though, for real. This is fun. These chats are always fun. So... I'm trying to see if it gives me... it doesn't give me a ton. All right, guys. I will see y'all soon. Okay, email me. Do you have the email address still? Are you going to throw it back up again? Yep, that's it. That's it, Emily. You're good. All right, y'all. Have a great night. Emily, stay safe. You'll be okay. Drink something. And, yeah, I will see you guys Sunday for the live on TikTok.